Where am I? Where am I? What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are back for another video for this week. I don't even know how to say this name. I don't even know how you're supposed to. And I realized he changed his title like 3 times. I don't really know what the difference is between all 3 of them. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But, we are back with another Minecraft video. I think I've done like 3 of these, so don't worry. Or this might be the 2nd or 3rd one. I don't remember. But this will be the last one for this week. I just had these saved for a long ass time, and I just want to react to them now, just to get them out of the way, because they look like bangers. So, you know, I have to watch these with you guys. So, if you guys do not know what's happening, basically this week will be all reactions besides from Wednesday. That will always stay Minecraft, no matter what. It'll always be Minecraft. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be trying doing this every month. Have 1 week of just reactions. So without further ado, let's stop yapping and start reacting. Let's get into this video.
While scrolling through my inbox, I noticed a weird email from a weird user with a short message stating, "Come and solve the puzzle. You are not the first, you will not be the last, but you are on time. The outcome is already set." And attached was a Google Drive link. I hovered over this link contemplating my options, as this can be many things: a malware or a prank, and maybe even something worse. I even attempted to send them an email and got no response. They flat out ignored me. I decided to click on the link, letting my curiosity win, and as I opened the file, I noticed that it contained photos and videos, including an audio
Jonah?
file. The first things I decided to do was to go look at the photos.
There's gonna be a lot of things
present,
here.
and future.
Because who the hell is Jonah? Is Jonah the person that this is about?
The past held the photo of an unnamed girl, present held one of an unnamed man, and the future held one of me. It brought me questions, as I don't know how I got into this file. Maybe it could have been somebody who
They got him. They got him, chat. He's done for. He's gonna die. They're gonna.
Taking a look at the
they're gonna
background,
360 no scope his fucking head.
Kind of map. But I don't have the world that these photos were taken in. However, I brushed this unease feeling off and shifted my focus towards the videos.
I want to know who Jonah is.
Immediately, we meet our protagonist, the man in the present photos. He is also known as Jonas, as in the video he introduces himself as Jonas, going as far as introducing his entire username, Jonas09. And
honestly, I thought they were just being like grammatically correct and put the S at the end, like Jonah's.
Just by telling off the textures from his right hand, we already can put 2 and 2 together who he was. Jonas then goes on to explain how he got the map. He stated that he got the map via an email from a company. I would assume it's a corporate company, seeing as they offered him a computer and a handsome prize for finishing this puzzle map. Though it still strikes me odd. I'm assuming that he is some kind of kid, based off of the fact that he would actually agree to go through with this. Excepting
there has to be some. There has to be some laws here, right, chat? There has to be some laws stopping this from happening to a minor, right? Or am I just stupid?
To do a puzzle map for a brand new computer,
just like
and
a video,
maybe some
but like
cash on the side.
Jonas
then shifts his attention to the book in his hotbar, titled Record Book. "Hello, Jonas. This is not a test. Tests end. This is an observation. You will move. You will respond. Where this leads already has an outcome accounted for." Odd. I didn't have any questions for it, but it just kind of felt direct. It kind of felt like whoever put this here or whoever made the map already knew the outcome of what was going to happen to Jonas. It kind of felt out of place as well. I don't understand why this is so forward and straight to the point with what is going on. It's a puzzle map. You don't know if Jonas is going to complete it or not, to be honest, but for some reason, whoever sent him the map via that email knew a little too much. This record will update as observation continues. Return to it when the path appears to change. This piqued my interest the most.
What does that even mean?
So this book will update as he progresses through the puzzle, which is kind of a cool feature for this map. As the puzzles progress, as he progresses through whatever this map has to offer him, there probably is going to be hints and clues given to him via this record book, or probably it will just keep track of the puzzles that he completed.
A compass, what? Compass.
Jonas opens
Okay.
the chest that has been patiently waiting for us since the beginning. Within the chest held 3 items: a compass that points north, a compass that points home, and a book. The book read, "Follow the lights, solve the puzzles, return to the house with whatever is given." So whatever the puzzles have as a reward is most likely going to be used to solve the other puzzles, or in fact probably recorded within the record book. But I want to point out the 2 compasses. What's the significance of having one to north when in reality you would only need one for the house? You're inside of a maze. You really just need one to keep where your spawn is. So this got me thinking, could the maze and the world be tied to direction? Is direction going to be something that is of importance when it comes to solving whatever puzzles are left behind? Whatever puzzles this
he's thinking, chat. He's thinking, because he's thinking the same way I would be thinking right now.
Pretty straightforward.
Jonas was ready to tackle whatever
like
puzzle
that
he came across first.
The glowy vines?
Jonas proceeded to follow the glowy vines as instructed by the book, since they were the only thing glowing within the maze. This would lead him to our first puzzle.
It's almost like it's almost like it's trying to point him to something, right, chat? It's almost like
puzzle, a parkour puzzle. Something more physical, but also common within a puzzle map. However, there was a chest before the start of the puzzle, which gave him a hint as to what he needed to do to complete the task ahead of him. Follow the path, insert this book, directions are progress.
Okay, seems easy enough.
Those words would age horribly, as Jonas would struggle for a while on this parkour.
Bro doesn't know how to parkour? That's actually crazy. Oh, don't miss that jump. Okay. That seems like easy parkour. I could do this. Okay, never mind. Oh, he almost died.
Eventually, he would make his way up to the top of one of the maze walls, where a plaque would be there with a book on it, which would unlock a piston door on the other side of the wall he was on. Hearing it, he would backtrack through the puzzle and find that a hidden door opened.
This hurts my brain. Drop down, man. That's the only place you can go.
Hesitant to jump down the hole that it presented, he inevitably did.
It's only one way. Because if you go back into the maze, who knows where you're gonna go, right? It's like, because if you went back into the maze, he's kind of just stuck, you know? Because like you don't know where you are unless he just goes home and then refollows the vines again. So
falling into a pool of water, he found
pink
himself
sheep
in some.
Oh my god, they got pink sheep. Oh my god, this is not okay. Pink sheep. What did they do to you?
Kind of chamber room, and in front of him stood a sheep in some kind of contraption. There was something weird though, a chest and 2 other
Where'd
plaques.
the sheep go?
Above them were signs that said yes or no, and within the chest held a book and a paper that said vote. Within the book, it read,
Poor sheep.
"This has already occurred. Kill yes or no. The outcome has already been accounted for." This, just like the other book at the beginning of the puzzle, including the record book, seemed very direct. I can't put my finger on why the texts are like this. It's baffling to me.
It's
very confusing.
very odd.
I can't even process as to why anyone would be this direct when it came to the puzzle. It's too ominous.
No. Yes. How dare you? How dare you kill the sheep? What did the sheep do to you for you to kill it? It does not deserve this. That's fucked up.
And just like that,
that is so fucked up.
no hesitation, Jonas selected yes. Though a little less guilty on the conscious side, he killed a sheep, still deciding to take a life. Now comes the fact that, how does he get out of the room?
How dare you kill the sheep?
We don't know, because this is where the video ends. We don't get that answer. I decided to backtrack to the files and go to the second video, and that's when the audio file caught my eye. I completely overlooked it, so I decided to take a look at what it was.
Morse code. Morse code. I don't fucking know what you're saying to me, bro. This is like some R2D2 shit. I know it's Morse code, though. I just don't know Morse code. Bro, sending an SOS. Bro's trying to connect to the fucking mothership. Damn, how long is this? It's like a whole paragraph. Bro, you cannot be for real right now. You cannot.
At first glance,
you cannot
it's
be
just
for
a
real.
bunch of beeps and long tones.
No,
Taking
it's a
second
Morse
thought
code or
to
some
think
shit.
about what it could be, the thought of Morse code came into my mind. Now, I'm no good at solving Morse code, but taking my time and going through it slowly, I put it through a decoder and was able to get a download link to the world.
The maze map. Yep, and this is how they got your ass, buddy.
Oh gosh, it's dark. We're gonna backtrack from Jonah's point of view. So,
You know, maybe you should watch Jonah's point of view before you go into here. You know, it would make more sense. It would be more safer. I don't know. There's a lot of pros here if you were to just watch his point of view first. You know, there's a second video we didn't even touch yet.
from his first video, it said that there are puzzles around here.
Can you take the stuff in the...
And I have a song that is most concerning. Okay.
What was that? What did you say to me? I need to know. Fool? I'm no fool. How rude.
That is most concerning. Okay.
That was so rude. How dare you say those types of words to me? I'll shoot you.
It's a gigantic labyrinth. Remember?
Right, you cannot just put those things in front of me and not expect me to look at them. Leave? Yeah, I would say the same thing to him as well.
Remembering what
He shouldn't even be
Jonas's
here.
book told him about the maze, I kind of just wandered off a little bit. But remember, we're here to see and backtrack through Jonas's footsteps within this jumping puzzle and kind of get to the bottom of what happened to him within the room. Now, there are two things that I kind of want to point out: the soul lantern and the time of day. Why is the soul lantern in my inventory? It wasn't in Jonas's inventory. And why is it set to night? Did the dev just magically decide to change it and give it to me at a different time of day? Or is there a significant reason that my world is at night?
Or maybe because there's a whole girl's POV that we haven't even seen yet.
And Jonas wasn't. In all,
I don't
I went
know,
through the
just
same
a hunch.
process as Jonas did, looking into the record book and looking into the book and compasses inside the chest. I noticed a few key differences. First off, the book in my inventory refers to me as player. So why was Jonas's book referring to him by his username? How did the dev have such a bad grammatical error? And lastly, the book in the chest is definitely suspicious. It's harsh and it knows a little too much. How did it know that I watched Jonas's video? And how does it know that I'm going to be using it as a reference for the maze? That's something that it should not know. That's something that the dev shouldn't know. So what is going on here? Is our mystery emailer secretly stalking me through my computer, or is this just a coincidence? However, before we continue, there is one thing that we need to backtrack to: Jonas's second recording.
Thank you. Holy. Okay, yep, he's gone. They got him. They got him. This is not good. Where's the noises? I don't like that noise. What is he doing? Whoa, 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 slow down. I just want to see if there's words here. It doesn't look like there is. Okay.
Upon opening it, we realized that he was able to get out of the chamber
That's
room.
interesting.
But it doesn't show us. It just cuts back to Spawn. It's kind of like Jonas
And the
is
door's
just
open.
a husk of what he was. No text chat, no nothing. Just a low hum coming from his mic. And to make things worse, it's like he's not all there. It's like he's being reprogrammed. Like he was changed. However, Spawn seems a little different. And I mean a little different. The house. We know that the house is locked. There is a padlock on there, literally an amulet that we need to find, which I have no clue of finding. And
yeah,
secondly,
the door's open this time.
The video is just disturbing, watching it from the start to finish. But that's when I noticed during the glitching parts of the video, there was the slightest text visible during the static portions of the glitches. And in the first portion regarding the door, the words said this: first letter of every phrase. This could mean a plethora of things. It could mean every letter from the phrase of the books that we have so far, or of whatever books come from the challenges that we face later. We quickly followed in Jonah's footsteps, taking the route that he took to the first puzzle.
Right.
Follow the path, insert this book, directions.
You already know this.
Progress. I feel I want to keep notes in this book that we got from our chest. I just mentioned stuff about directions. Directions are progress. That's kind of out of character here, or out of line. What do you mean by directions are progress? Right? I'm just making assumptions here in general when it comes to the compasses. The fact that they are the first thing that me and Jonas get, and the fact that we're literally in the center of a maze.
I mean, he's still missing a whole POV.
I want to assume, or like put assumptions towards, is the fact that direction is going to be the biggest thing when it comes to whatever we're doing here. However, unlike Jonas, the first thing that we're going to do before we continue with this puzzle is take a look at our record book. Remember, our record book told us that this will update when a new path arises, or technically, it will update as we get to each puzzle. Jonas never looked at the book when he got to the puzzle. Maybe there's something hidden behind the reason why there was a room in the first place. Maybe why there was a hidden door, or not, because the book says take what's needed to find what's hidden, essentially. Congratulations, Dev. You've done the most. Like Jonas, we did the jumping puzzle all the way to the plaque.
Bruh.
Opened the secret door and dropped down the hole. However, the only difference was the entity on the stand.
It's a villager. Kill the villager. Do it.
So this is the same thing. This outcome, this has already occurred. Kill, yes or no. This outcome has already been accounted for.
Kill it. It's right behind me, isn't it?
Outcome unchanged. Suddenly, I felt this overwhelming presence, as if I wasn't necessarily alone on the world. As messed up as it is, it was a villager. However, now comes the hard part, figuring out how he got out of the room. The first things that I noticed was that there were holes in the walls, particularly one hole that held a plaque with a soul lantern on it. Convenient, isn't it? As if it was meant to be there for a specific person. Putting the lantern into the plaque, a piston door closed one of the lava falls on one of the sides of the room. This opened up a hidden room that held 4 more plaques with items in it and 2 chests. The first 3 plaques that we see coming into this room had a chest next to it with a book and quill inside, reading observation incomplete, data missing. All inputs must be accounted for. One reoccurring thing with the books is that whoever wrote these definitely sounds like they were collecting data on whoever was on the world. The only question is, how were they able to do this? What is the dev recording data for? Jotting this down for later, as this could be something pivotal for another use, I turned my attention towards the soul lantern on the first plaque. I gave it a try, and no, it's not the one in our inventory. I changed my attention to the plaque behind us. In the chest held a paper called exit, and using it on the plaque opened a hidden door that led us out of the room. Now came to the puzzle. Though a pretty easy puzzle, there were other holes in the wall. Checking these holes, they had chests inside them, each holding a variety of items from pebbles to stones to even redstone torches and logs. Though 3 chests held the items that we need: the redstone dust titled the loot, the lantern titled the past, and the soul lantern titled the soul. But they all seem familiar.
That's
can't
like the
put my finger
PNGs.
on it, but it feels
Don't they-
very familiar to me.
Aren't the PNGs? No, he doesn't have the present, but I know the past was a PNG, right, chat? I don't know about the loop. I don't know about the soul, but I know for a fact there was a PNG in there that said the past. I know there was.
Like, I've seen them, heard them somewhere. But I digress. As we continue, we go back into the room to put them in the plaques. And this opens another hidden door. A hallway that leads
don't like
into
that.
a very familiar tunnel.
Familiar tunnel? What are you talking about? We've never seen this tunnel before. So how would it be familiar?
At the end of the tunnel was a trapdoor with a ladder and a chest next to it that said room items only. Putting the room items that I had in my inventory within this chest opened the iron door, letting us out of the room. Could that have explained why Jonas didn't have anything in his inventory? Because there would still be stuff in his inventory
Right.
if he figured this out, getting to this point that we have gotten to.
But he...
It doesn't explain why all the other items like the compasses and the books we got previous to the chamber room disappeared. Upon leaving, I noticed the vines. Following them, it led me back to the jumping puzzle and of course back to spawn. But on our
There's a
way
cow.
back, I noticed that it also diverged off the path originally, which I hadn't noticed before. So
I love the cow.
I
The
decided
cow
to
was
follow
fire.
and it led me all the way north. The overwhelming presence I felt before made itself known once again.
This is where he was.
Whoa. By the big stone-like wall, there was a sign. It's just another loop.
This is where Jonas was.
First the redstone in the chamber. Now a sign talking about another loop. What could this mean? Everything seems so familiar.
I like
Oh,
how the redstone was used as this subliminal of a loop because it's able to be used as a loop because it's constantly giving, like if you make a clock with it, it's constantly giving off the power. I like that. That was
Okay.
pretty cool.
Okay. Oh, what
It's
the hell
daytime
is
now.
going on with this? Okay. What the hell is going on here? I'm just gonna put don't go north. And, what the hell does it mean by loop? This is a loop? I have... Okay. Okay, I'm checking the record book again. Nothing changed. Observation recorded, outcome unchanged. What do you mean outcome unchanged? What is going on?
This is weird.
We appear back at Spawn, but Spawn seems a little bit different. I don't remember getting here, and I don't know how the world changed to how Jonas's world was. It's no longer nighttime, it's daytime. Now I'm confused. After finding the sign over in the north, my game glitched out. Though my inventory stayed intact, we checked our book and got an unchanged outcome. Something in this world definitely is watching us. Something or someone is watching me from my computer. It's just, there's no other explanation from that. Aside from that, something in the chest at Spawn appeared. A barrier block. The same barrier block needed to open the door that Jonas showed us in the second video. Could this be the continuation of the puzzles, and what rabbit hole are we diving down this time?
This is so weird. Yeah, there's no going back now. You already went down.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh boy. That's not good. This isn't... I don't know how to solve this.
Look at the book.
This is gonna be so difficult to solve.
What the fuck?
What side am I starting on? And there it is. Probably one of the hardest puzzles that I'm probably going to solve for a while. An item frame lock combination. Not only is it a 12 item lock combination with 6 on each side of the room, but there are so many ways to do this combination. Luckily enough for us, the number combo for us. However, it is up to me to decipher how to put this in. I don't know if the numbers are referring to redstone signal or item frame placement. We're gonna start from left to right. I'm just gonna go off of that. I mean, that's what I was taught how to read. Reading it left to right.
I mean, I guess so.
I'm gonna go top to bottom, left to right. Okay, let's do this.
It's pretty smart.
1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, place there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6.
I haven't. This looks so. This is hurting my brain.
That was the wrong code, meaning that the item frames were going based off a redstone signal. Easy fix for us, and in doing so, the door opened. And within this door came a book on a lectern. The book read, "The path was recorded before you arrived." This immediately makes me think about
keep
Jonas,
saying, like,
as before we even got here, all of
they keep the map or whatever keeps saying the same thing over and over. Why? He's definitely being watched. There's no way he's not. What the fuck is happening?
this was pre-recorded with Jonas's videos. Now this also brings up what we talked about earlier, what we saw in the glitches from Jonas's second video. First letter of every phrase applies here, and this could apply for everything in every other book. TWBA. At first I thought it was a Caesar cipher, and inevitably I could not find a single shift that would give me a word. So I started to think and ponder on this. Definitely hints towards the first puzzle that we went to, as that's the only puzzle that was recorded before we got onto the world. So it got me thinking, what direction was that puzzle headed? And that direction was west. So what does TWBA stand for? Well, W has to stand for west. There's no doubt about that, as the message itself is clearly pointing towards west. Like I said, the compasses are pointing towards direction being something of importance within this maze. I do not know what B and A stand for. It could be before arrival. It could be backtrack something. For now, the first two on TWBA, I am 100% sure stands for true west. I also took the liberty of going back and looking at the other stuff in the books. A couple things I found were this. Our record book, when we first came across the first puzzle, if we take the first letters of those phrases, WCTA, we get OULS. When rearranged, we get souls. If we take the last letter from the paragraph above, we get souls. AWCTA shifted 18 times gives us souls. So there are Caesar ciphers hidden within the messages given to us. I went back and decided to go through every single book, including the record book update.
This is smart.
These were the only ones I got. AWCTA and the first puzzle book, FIDP. When shifted 25 times gets us echo. Now this had me questioning souls and echo. Could it be talking about me, or could it be talking about something else? Maybe
what are we talking about?
Jonas, and maybe even the past. Echoed souls, echo. Could it be talking about memory? Maybe I've done this before. Maybe I've been here before, and my soul from the past is just echoing its memories forward. But something struck me odd as we went to leave. I remembered not seeing any plaque or way of getting out through the iron door. But then at the top of the staircase we came in from, a plaque randomly appeared. Is this world updating as we play it? And why did it take me so long to even come up with this kind of conclusion? It's kind of obvious to say so myself, as the book literally states that the book will update as we progress. Basically, I should have had the assumption that the world would update alongside it. However, I never really thought of that, and to be honest, I don't know what to think. So, what is hiding in the West? What secrets are we going to be finding? And where am I in the middle of all of this?
That is true. He's thinking, chat. Going west. A sheep! He's out of the maze now. There's a chest. This is
trees.
I like this videos of our
cut
dad.
Off on a tree, as if chunks were replaced. I mean, who knows what happened to Jonas when he went north? A plethora of things could have happened, because he went east after going north. It was super glitchy for him. But north is out of the question. We can't go north. Here.
The amulet.
Amulet. Pale gold amulet. Pale gold amulet.
He has to go home now.
This is what we need. This is what we needed for the house.
Yeah.
Now we just gotta go home. Now I just gotta find a way to go home without getting lost. Oh. There was a pathway leading here.
Hey.
Odd. And the jumping puzzle.
That wasn't very nice, man.
How
The
come
cow did nothing.
This? My question is, how did he get this, and how did he know about it?
What's in the chest?
Jonas didn't unlock he didn't unlock it. What is?
Check the chest
I
downstairs,
have
dude.
something else to look for. Okay. Another book. Just something about this feels off. Soul lanterns, really? The glow. There was even a soul lantern
This is so
down
interesting.
in the escape room that we came from. The very weird. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so weird. Now we got another book and quill from the chest. So this is definitely going to lead us somewhere. But I want to know what the record book has to say about this. Because this is definitely something that would be recorded, right? Because Jonas was able to open this without even going into the barrier puzzle room. We'll say that. We'll call the other one the jumping puzzle room. But if he was able to open this without even going into that puzzle room, then he must have just explored this for days, right? My assumption with Jonas was that he did not go into the barrier puzzle room. We know that his inventory was wiped, though there could be a big plot point missing between what happened with him inside the chamber room after the jumping puzzle and what happened with him when he returned back to spawn. When we went north, we got our daytime changed from night to day. It could have been the same situation with him. There are a lot of things that are weird with his second video, but basically thinking about it, it probably was in a loop. He started in the day, ended in the night. I started in the night. Now I'm in the day. So there's probably some correlation there. However, the main issue is what happens when you don't follow the rules, which in this case, the rules would be to do the puzzles according to order from first to last. If he just went around exploring after the first puzzle, that would explain why he was acting the way he was in the second video. Like he just changed out of nowhere, like a personality switch. There's a lot of questions I want to ask here. And I feel a lot of it has to do with the outer rim. I don't know how this correlates, but something between the two is fishy. Observations as if something is meant to be kept here, as if there's an outcome that they're expecting to change, or maybe an outcome they're expecting to keep. You arrived at the moment where entry had already occurred. The record updates to reflect your awareness. The gate was never sealed. Proceed. Observation continues. I still don't understand the consensus of this record book. So clearly I'm being recorded. Or not recorded, but observed. And I don't know what the hell is observing me. But I'll tell you this for sure. I need to get that to open whatever the hell is in that. Another puzzle, another layer to this. And I'm not liking where this is going. Every arrival seems to begin.
What? What does that even mean?
EAS to east. Begin. We never went east. We have never gone to the east. Begin.
No.
So we decided to go east, following the book's instructions, just to see what we can find.
This is so interesting. So maybe Jonas didn't follow the instructions properly and it screwed him over in the long run because he didn't do it.
No, I noticed that there was no...
I'm talking. Since he didn't do it in the right direction. Well, he didn't do he didn't do the directions properly. So maybe that's why he got fucked over. That's what I'm thinking.
No real pathway going east. We ended up finding another puzzle, which asked for the soul lantern again. Opening it gave us a hidden book, and within the book, gave us a puzzle from another world. Why does that sound oddly familiar? The hands that turn the loop. I remember.
The hands that turn the loop.
I'm in another loop. The memories started to come back. This cipher was used like a numpad, and it was deciphered to be look in lava. The only other lava source that we saw was farther down aisle. We see that the lava looks like it was tampered with, like someone took a chunk of it out. Going to the chunk that was taken out, you find that there was a chest hidden inside, and inside held a book telling us to go south. Something once undone takes hold.
Okay.
Going south, baby.
No, it needs to go south.
We did. I remember everything that happened. It was in our face the whole entire time. I started to remember everything. From the previous world, the puzzles, the alphabet system.
What? What am I looking at?
Functions, the rules. We got 5 rules the last time, but we were missing one pivotal rule. One that leads us...
We're gonna have to watch that video, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna have to watch that video. Obviously, I won't do it during this week, but we're gonna have to watch that video.
But that's something that we don't want. Why? And I'm starting to piece it together. And that's something we would have never found.
The amulet goes there. Chest. The core.
The core. All of a sudden, I had this overwhelming feeling to go back to the house and open that door. Everything started coming back. The other world. Asher's journal.
I don't know what that
wasn't just
is.
a
I'm
guide
sorry.
Back then. It was a record. The people, like the woman from the past, Jonas, me, the loop doesn't exist to find an answer. They exist to prevent one. Awareness. And awareness isn't failure, it's a trigger. Something that I should have known as an admin, but instead, I fed into my own greed and I opened that iron sealed door. These worlds aren't meant to be solved, aren't meant for fun. Jonas, Asher, me, we're here for what? To be contained, to prevent completion, to prevent knowing whatever thought that we had, whatever the name given to me from whatever was in that chest. It means something. And every time you start a new loop, it ends at the same point. Outcomes unchanged. Core function resumed.
Where am I? Where am I? That was gas. I like that. That had my brain thinking hard. Oh my god, it hurts. My brain hurts a lot. I won't lie. Nothing else is gonna happen, right? No, that's not it. Chat. That was gas. My brain is fried right now. I won't even lie. Oh my god, that was a lot of information trying to think about outcomes. Holy, my brain. Wow. I like that. I like that a lot. I like the story behind that. If you guys did too, make sure to go support the person that made the video. Obviously, it's always in the description down below. Make sure to always have the videos for the people who are interested in watching them or wanting to go to that person's YouTube channel and looking at other content that that person has made. So make sure to do that, and make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. So far, everything I've reacted to, I've enjoyed a lot, but I'm also an easy person to enjoy content. I'm not gonna lie, it would have to be garbage for me not to like it. But you know, anyways, until tomorrow, guys. Peace.